Oof, it's been a busy June. Oh my God. June is like Christmas around my family. It's everybody and their brother's birthday. I swear to God, my birthday, my mother's birthday, brother-in-law, nephew, cousins, I just friends, just so many people. Plus you have Mother's Day and anniversaries and Father's Day. It's crazy. It's like Christmas. So I'm happy that we are at the end of that because I need a break. And we're going into retrograde. So today I'm filming on the 25th. I don't know when I'm going to post this video. If it's out, I think it goes into retrograde the 29th. So we are already in the shadow period, and I've already been noticing a few little glitches here and there. So that is happening. I got these cute little scarves to wear in the summer. All right. I want to talk about micro manifesting. And, because we're always wanting to manifest the big things. I have done some videos. If you go through my playlist, you'll see me talking about manifesting a lot. We manifest what we don't want all the time. It's terrible, but we really do. By focusing on it, that's just something that it's just, we worry, and we bring more of what we don't want into our lives. That just kind of happens. I don't know why, because that's where all our energy is. Of course, I know why. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to talk about micro manifesting, because micro manifesting is trying to manifest something that you are not attached to, right? Like you don't care that much about it. Like one time we did this exercise where I said, I want to see a pink, now it has to be something that's a little bit, more unusual than you would normally see. Like, you don't want to say, I'm going to see a white car, because you're going to see a white car everywhere you go. But something a little bit more unusual, but it's not like the big things. It's not like, oh, I'm going to manifest 25,000 in my savings account if you're trying to manifest money. And I when I talk about manifesting money, I always say go in smaller increments, because if your bank account is in the red, trying to picture $1 million in your bank account is really, really difficult to feel that you are a match for that frequency of the money, that much money coming at you. Of course, you could always win the lotto or get an inheritance, and it could happen, but do it in smaller increments that seem more reasonable. If you want $1 million, and it's hard to imagine what $1 million feels like, it's really not that difficult to imagine what 25,000 feels like, right? So we go there. But these are the things that to show you how manifestation works. We do the things that we practice by doing little games of things that we don't really care that much about. For example, I decided when we were doing, I was doing a little workshop, I decided that I wanted to see a pink feather. Now, obviously, it's not going to be a natural feather. I mean, unless, I don't even know, do flamingos, I don't even know if they shed feathers. But anyway, I'm not going to just see a pink feather. So it's going to be synthetic, but it's not something that I'm going to see easily, right? I want to see a pink feather, right? That's specifically what I asked for. And I said, I want to see it in the next, I think I said 48 hours. Okay, I put a timeline on it. And when I tell you literally the next day, I was walking into my building, and I was walking up to my apartment, and there was a pink feather laying on the ground the very, very next day. And that is how micro manifesting works. So what you do is you look for something innocuous, not something that you care about too much. It could be, a friend. This is what my friend did. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I may have talked about it before, but I can't remember. My friend said, okay, I'm going to manifest a ladybug. Okay, seeing a ladybug. Now, we do see ladybugs here and there, but you don't always see ladybugs every single day, right? So right after we did the workshop, the little workshop or whatever it was, the little group gathering that we did, She texted me 10 minutes later with a picture of a ladybug. And what she found was she was in her craft room and she was organizing, and she moved her desk, and behind her desk was a tiny, tiny little ladybug like pin. Okay. So that's exactly how she manifested it. It could be a picture shows up on your feed, right? If you say, you want to see something that's some animal that you don't usually see, like not a dog or a cat, right? Something like exotic that you don't see on a regular basis. It could be an exotic, old classic car that you don't see on a regular basis. Pick something that you want to see show up in your reality somehow. Let the universe decide how. Make it innocuous. Don't make it something that you're attached to. Nothing like, the love of my life walks in, because we're talking about doing these micro manifestations to try to get something in 24 hours. We're going to set it for 24 hours. Okay. And see what happens. Because when you're not attached to the outcome, doesn't have the same energy associated with it that the big things that we want have, right? When we're talking about our health, or we're talking about money, we're talking about a job or a house or a move or a relationship. Those are the big things, right? So we're very, very attached to those things, but we're not attached to the pink feather, right? We're not attached to the tiny ladybug. We're not attached to seeing a 1969 convertible Mercedes drive by, right? You can see it in a picture. You can't go looking for it, though. Like if you pick something, you can't Google it, because that's cheating. It has to show up organically and naturally in your daily life. And if you happen to be watching TikTok videos on whatever you're interested in, and one shows up that somebody's talking about, if you picked classic cars and they're talking about their 1969 Mercedes or 79 Mercedes, then boom, you got it. That's how it works. Okay? So try those little exercises, do those things, try those on a regular basis, because it helps you see that, wow, it actually works. It actually works. Like, I think, I don't remember. I don't remember if it was a bird or a butterfly. I don't know. Something. I can't remember which one. But my sister had asked for a sign, and it was a blue butterfly, I think, but it could have been a bird, but it could, I don't remember which, because these things happen to us all the time. And she just came out. I was at the house, and she just came out and she was talking about it. And literally before she said it, a very dear friend of mine sent me a picture of this exotic blue bird or butterfly. Like I said, my brain, I'm a Gemini. My brain, I only hold so much information. And I was like, oh my God, my friend just sent me this. And she was like freaking out. She's like, I just asked for a sign earlier today to show me a blue butterfly / bird. And that's what happened. It happened within the day. So those are the kind of things that you want to play with. Those are the little micro manifestations. Or you can think of it as asking for signs. Asking for something as a sign that the universe is listening, or your guardian angels are watching over, your spirit guides are helping you out, asking for them to show you something that's a little innocuous, that's not a big, big thing, just to see how it works. Play with that. And the more you do it, the more you're going to want to do it, because it becomes fun. It could be like, okay, I'm going to get that parking spot in the first couple of rows closest to the store, right? You start doing things like that, and it's going to happen, and it does. And it does. It's just wild. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because it's things I do to have some fun and to prove to myself that if I'm manifesting the little things, I'm manifesting the big things. And if you want to make a manifesting postcard, go to postcardstotheuniverse.com. Look at how to create one. I tell you about how to set the space, write it up, where to send it. Send it to me. I'm going to photograph it. That's what I do. If you go on my website, you'll see all the photographed postcards. I made an oracle deck out of those. I share those on my all my social medias. especially YouTube. I'm trying to grow my YouTube. That is on my manifestation, is growing my YouTube. And it is growing a little at a time. So we'll see. So if you are on YouTube and you're seeing this video, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe and comment and share your manifesting story with me. And you can make a postcard and send it. Let me know, because I love getting them. I photograph them. I set the space. I set the intention. I hold the intention for you and help send it out to the world. All right, so I pulled this card today just for us for this reading. It's the luck card. Luck. So what it says is, pick a penny up, and all day long you'll have good luck. Same thing works for you. If you place a penny with goodwill, hold a penny for any small coin in your hands and say, as I give luck freely, so shall luck come freely to me. When no one is looking, hide your penny where it can easily be found. I love that. That's spreading the manifestation. That's spreading the joy. That's spreading the luck. All right. That's from my Everyday Spells book, which I have shown before. I pick one all the time. Okay. I hope everybody is well. Stay happy. Stay joyous. Do something every single day that brings you joy. See you next time. Bye-bye.